So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat.
Oh, I'm stupid.
And this intercepted.
Oh, my God.
Picked off by Trent Simpson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. And they bring this one inside the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Huntley on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Let's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. They were able to win last last week, despite him being sacked 4 times, they might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that and give him clean reins and throw the football. And they'll have a better chance to win again this week.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's able to
Yeah, bro, just shrugged off Cam. Y'all Ohio State on Ohio State.
They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game.
See why?
Top 5 passing
See why I shouldn't
offense
have
versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Huntley off of play action. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Oh, good move. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there to pick up the 25.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Ravens had 14-2 heading into this final week. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Third and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is tackled.
He did not just come from behind and push you to a 1st. What are we doing out here, boys?
I just wanted to get Bob right on that play.
This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force the
Look at Quan. Dumbass, man.
You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the option.
Now, fucking game, come on. Damn. Bro's just gonna get the edge on Minka like that before I switch on. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He'll decide to keep this once more. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Huntley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. You look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Second down, here's Pickett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here we go, Scott.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 3.
Three.
Looking to throw here, Huntley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. That is caught. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out right at the 35. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now Pickett. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Bro, this shit is fucking insane. What the fuck?
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, check
And
that,
last
check
time
that.
they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Go.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Huntley. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's got him in, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, here's Harris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Huntley to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time gain there on
Sure,
the
probably
keeper.
use a time or two, but this game fucking sucks. Fucking Levi's right there. I'm trying to turn around and just hit square, and for some reason he legit will not turn around. He's just still facing the dude.
It's a Ravens touchdown. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Pickett back to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Room past the 35, and all the way out to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second down throw from Huntley. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Dragon 60.
Huntley looks to throw. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Bronco 80. Ready.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They're going for it. Huntley able to throw. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Buffalo 18.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left. for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right there, hurt.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really giving them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
Ready.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Okay, ready.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a handoff for Dobbins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
In motion right is Aguilar. Here's a give to Dobbins, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
A 24-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it.
And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Let's go now.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Ready.
He's going to keep this again.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a story